Can you explain the Fuse ult Evac Tower versus the pre-seer nerf? So basically what's going on is that you put a Fuse, you get an Evac Tower, okay? Right? Get an Evac Tower down. You hit the Fuse ulti on top of the Evac Tower, and the Fuse ulti breaks into like 3 times the normal size of what a Fuse ulti really is, okay? That's pretty much going to give you, obviously, a larger radius for wall hacks. Anything inside of the Fuse ulti is wall hacks. So now people are saying it's an exploit. I'm going to be real, bro. I have no idea what the fuck you want. I feel like everybody that I know has a different categorization of what, like, or a different definition as to what exploits truly are. I'm going to be real. I don't know really how to feel about it, if I'm being completely honest. I really don't. I would say, I don't know. Because if you blow a Fuse ulti up on a mountain on height, it also becomes larger, right? And it does the same thing, but you're just doing it off a higher surface. If the dev said it's an exploit, then it's an exploit. But I don't really know. It is really, really strong. Like, obviously, late games, it's really, really strong. But APAC South and APAC North have been doing this nonstop now for the last 2 weeks. So it really depends what you want to do. Like, it's funny. People also argued for a very long time that one Bangalore situation, the one-way smokes, which, funny enough, Shuby said that. But Shuby, you know, for a while did those one-way Bangalore smokes where you stood at the edge of smokes and you couldn't see in, but you could look out and see everything. So also at the same time, I'm going to be real. Even if it is a little bit cringe and you think it's an exploit, it's been a thing since Evacs came out. That's not really anyone's fault that's playing that now that Evacs have been out for how long now? You know what I'm saying? They had more than enough time to fix that. So even if it is one, I don't really blame the players for doing it. Like, that could have been fixed how many seasons ago? How long ago? You know what I'm saying? It's been a thing forever. It's been a thing since literally Evac Towers were in the game. So, I don't know, man. It's an arguable thing for sure. I'm really indifferent on it. If they removed it, so what? I don't really give a fuck. If people kept doing it, so what? I don't really give a fuck. It's not really something that I'm like heavily invested in and think is total. Before Evacs was patched from the frag version like 2 years ago? Yes. Correct. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a little bit, I guarantee any pro player that is going to fight against it is probably going to be pissed about it for sure. I mean, true, Dose. It hasn't been a problem because Fuse was never chosen, right? Because Fuse now can hit the ring console, so people are playing Fuse. So no one really knew about this exploit because no one was really rocking that character to like the fullest extent. Like, there's a couple things that you have to realize. Like, pro players will take a character and they will literally show you the potential of that character to the highest degree. So since no one that was a pro was really playing Fuse religiously or frequently enough to find out the max potential of Fuse, no one really thought of it as an issue. But now, everyone is, because pro players are now showcasing how broken Fuse is at the highest level possible. And that's just what it comes down to. So, if you're a Fuse main, and you've been doing that since Evac Towers came out, you can blame the pros when it gets nerfed. Right. That was probably the worst situation, I think, when it was actually casuals versus pro players. Casual players being mad at pro players for self-res coming out of the game was probably one of the worst takes I've ever seen the casual community have. I've seen some bad ones from the pro community as well, but that was one of the worst ever. That was awful. Now, bunny hop healing was low-key fire. I'm down for that one to come back.